Well, hello there, Cancer. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. So wonderful to have you. So we are doing your mid-July, can you believe it? Mid-July tarot reading. We're going to take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards and then go to the tarot for more details. And this is a reading that's good for the next 4 to 5 weeks. So mid-July to mid-August. And if you're enjoying the content I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. Okay, I can tell that the cards want to talk. We're getting into this. Okay, so you know your overall energy. First of all, this dropped out while I was shuffling. Unfinished symphony. There's something here that is not finished yet. You know, we have the full moon in Capricorn on Wednesday the 13th. That is coming up this week. That energy is asking us to take a really good look at something that we're trying to bring into fruition or close out. Okay, so this could be a situation that you're trying to walk away from or close out, but you can't finish it. There's something here that you can't finish bringing into your life, or you can't finish closing out of your life. Either way, you're having a hard time walking into the next chapter, walking into the next world, okay? Finishing one thing so you can start another. You can't get the next thing started because this energy has not yet finished out. We have the orphaned energy and flexible. I feel like there's this energy where you're being almost like too flexible, going back and forth between an energy that is making you feel orphaned or not enough, and then trying to move away from it, right? But then you keep going back to it. There's a reason why you keep going back to it. So it could be that, you haven't quite grasp the lesson from this situation, relationship, whatever this is. You haven't quite yet. It's almost a sense of not saying goodbye to something. And it could be a person, but it's saying goodbye to something. Really interesting message. Libra had somewhat of a similar, there was a very strong connection that they were having to look at again, to revisit, to learn something. Yours is a little bit different. I'm not saying it may still be a relationship, but it's about going back to looking at why this is leaving you feeling so, in a sense of unworthiness, of not. It's almost as if you feel like you don't have, this is an interesting energy. It's almost as if you don't feel like you're worthy enough to close out this energy. Not sure I've ever had a reading like that before. So it's kind of like you're keeping yourself stuck because you're not sure you're quite worthy enough to say goodbye to something or a belief. Okay, we have to go to the tarot. We need to, the readings have been really interesting lately, and I think it really is this full moon in Capricorn coming in, trying to get us to almost step into being enlightened in what's holding us back. So let's see what we have here. Wow. Really, okay, there's that new beginning you are looking for. Whatever this situation is, you're wanting a new beginning. Now, it could be you want a new beginning in something from the past. So you want a new beginning with a relationship, situation, job, career. But I also feel like there's this sense of wanting a new start in your next chapter and not being able to get to it because you haven't closed something out. Yeah. Okay, Ace of Wands on the bottom. You have such lovely energy on the bottom. Okay, and we also have the Star card and the Healing Light. The messages are consistent coming out here. there's something that you want. You want to either a fresh start with somebody or in a situation, or you want a fresh start for yourself in a completely new situation. With the Ace of Wands, a lot of this is a fresh start with something from the past, but it does not matter. There's this energy of wanting to heal. In either scenario, whether you want to go forward into a new chapter or you want a fresh start with something, someone, there is this energy that you have to heal something first, that you can't finish out this cycle until you heal this. It could be that there's a relationship that you need to heal and close out so that you can walk away from them. You know, it's so interesting because it's almost this energy. Okay, I'm going to give you this scenario. I don't know. They keep saying wound. The only thing I can think of is, I had a friend that recently, she's not a Cancer, so it doesn't have anything to do with that. But she had a tooth that she just kept having troubles with and kept going to the dentist, okay? Trying to, figure out, they're taking x-rays, whatever. And then she finally goes to a specialist, okay? And the specialist says, well, you have an abscess, It had gone so far, this wound in her tooth had gone so far that she had an abscess. So, okay, so it's a pretty bad scenario, but at the same time, they wanted to go in and put, extract a tooth and then replace that. But they could not do it until they healed. She could not go into being healed and have a new tooth until the abscess was healed, right? Which means antibiotics or whatever. It's that same type of thing that you can't quite yet close out some issue that you have in your life that's preventing you from stepping into this new beginning until you heal something. And it may mean that you have to heal a situation with a person or just your feelings about it or your sense of worthiness. There's, some situation or relationship in your life that is preventing you from feeling worthy enough to close it out. And I know it sounds, it's complicated in the fact that I feel like you have to have this conversation with somebody or even conversation with yourself about how this situation is holding you back from what it is that you truly want, because it's preventing you from feeling like you're worthy of stepping into, your 9 of Cups, your 10 of Cups, manifesting what it is that you want in your in your life. Here is your present energy, commitment, and the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is about forgiveness, compassion, understanding that you have to give yourself some forgiveness, compassion, of recommitting to yourself. I feel really interesting because Gemini had a reading that was about having their energy scattered because due to circumstances around them, okay? And it's almost similar. Like yours is a combination, really interesting, of the Gemini and the Libra reading. So if you're dealing with a Gemini or Libra, you may want to go watch those, readings also. Yeah, Page of Cups again, Hanged Man, Death. 8 of Wands, communication, taking action. Putting a spotlight on this situation and understanding that you cannot have the ending and new beginning in this situation until you give yourself, perhaps this person, or this situation, a little bit of forgiveness, compassion, looking at it from a different perspective. That's the lesson that you are having to learn here. Is gaining perspective, a different perspective. It's almost as if you see this situation only from your perspective because it is so emotionally draining for you. So you're not looking at it from the perspective of another person, or whether that's your employer, a romantic connection, a family connection. You're almost so drained that all you can think about is your own perspective. And part of that is we get into that energy when we are truly hurt, right? And then we kind of like focus on the wound. It's kind of like the wound is festering. It's about understanding that once you look at this wound, you heal this wound, then what is going to happen is a new beginning is going to come rushing in. You're going to finish out that cycle and start into a new cycle. We have the Eight of Wands underneath here. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. It's with this full moon in Capricorn, it's almost as if you're holding back your own healing light, your own energy from this situation. It's almost as if I feel like there's a person or a situation where you're not giving it any more time, energy, love, right? You're holding back from this person or this situation. But the problem is that you're holding back instead of expressing yourself, okay? Because the Page of Cups is about expressing your feelings in this situation so that it can be closed out. It doesn't mean that you have to reunite with this person or reunite with this situation. There's this sense of having anger or resentment, maybe having to express that to this person that has hurt you. There is an energy of I can't quite commit to myself. I can't quite commit to what it is that I'm trying to manifest for myself, because I'm almost feeling like I'm not worthy enough of it because of how this person or this situation has made you feel. Now, let's step into it, right? That, we cannot control what other people do or say. All we can control is our reaction to it. I feel like you have been in that energy, trying to keep yourself positive, trying to keep yourself moving forward, right? But it's almost like my friend that kept going to the dentist and saying, this tooth hurts, this tooth hurts. And, and the dentist was, taking x-rays and all of that until it got to the point where it was like, yeah, what's the next level? I feel like that's it. There's a need for the next level. The next level is, really and truly shining your light on this situation, looking at it, not being afraid of what's, what's underneath there. Have you ever, like you have an area rug, on a wood floor or a tile floor, right? And it does not matter, okay? It does not matter. You don't have to be the type of person that lifts the rug and sweeps stuff underneath there. There's still stuff that gets underneath that area rug. Have you ever lifted the area rug and then go, oh my gosh, how did this, dust or crumbs or whatever, dirt get underneath this rug? I feel as if there is this need to pull back an area rug or pull back a bandage or pull back something and say to yourself, okay, I have in some way been trying to hide these feelings. I'm, if nothing else, you're not expressing them to somebody else. I feel like you're almost not expressing them to yourselves. And it's in this full moon in Capricorn, it's being brought up. It's being like, let's put it in the light, because it's almost as if when it comes out into the light, I feel like there is this onrush of emotions that you may be trying to hold back. You don't want this person, or you're almost like afraid of the feelings that you have here. This is a difficult energy, Cancer. But it's once you recognize it, how difficult this situation has been for you, how hurtful this situation has been for you, how deep the feelings are, it's you heal it, right? It's like the dose of antibiotics that helps to heal the abscess. It's just shining light on it, because I feel like there's this sense of, I'm just going to cover it up. I'm going to cover it up and then just move on. It's kind of like this energy of just pulling up your bootstraps, right? And moving on. I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to move on. But you're being asked, you're being told, listen, you can't step into the next phase, the next chapter, the next relationship, the next career, the next job, the next city. You can't take that step until you shine a light on this. Because here is the thing. This is your obstacle. Having the fear that you can't hit this milestone. Having the fear that you can't manifest what it is that you are trying to bring into your light. The advice here, okay, is the Page of Pentacles. Being very optimistic that, the Page of Pentacles is, a message. It could be even you giving a message, somebody coming in, giving a strong offer. I feel as if part of it is you giving a strong offer to yourself, of giving yourself the compassion, the love that sometimes is needed, okay, in order to be able to take a look at some of the things that really bother us. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, healing. There's a lot of healing that's going on here. When you're willing to verbalize with the Page of Swords, verbalize your pain about this situation. I feel, oh my goodness, the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Pentacles, turning the wheel so that you can work with this person to heal this situation. There's victory. There's clarity. There's this sense of we're on a spiritual journey together. We're your soulmates. This could be even a twin flame, because we have the Judgment card. Bringing this energy back together in a sense so that you can see the clarity. We have the King and the Queen of Swords. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be dealing with one of those. But you have the strength to see this situation clearly, to see the part that you played in it, to see the part that other people played in it. There is a sense that there could be more than, one person here, because we have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles in the middle, I think for some of you, you are stepping into the King of Pentacles energy. The King of Pentacles is, considered, strong spouse material. Gender doesn't matter. Just somebody that can help to hold a family together. If you're feeling like this is a family situation, it's kind of like you are taking the leadership role in hoping and helping this family situation or the dynamic in this family to heal, to take a different look at it, okay? To step into this energy of, there's a lot of forgiveness that we can all give each other. Just understanding that this is all part of the journey, all part of your soul's evolution. Cancer right now at this time, I feel like you may be feeling this, but I feel like the other people in this situation are also feeling it. It's stepping into that energy of, why are we all feeling sad? Is there a way that we can shine the light and heal this situation? Can we work on this together? Can we finish out this energy, even if at the end of that conversation or intervention or whatever goes on here, right? Is there a way that we can close out the pain of the past? And even if we all decide to go our own separate ways, at least go in separate ways, having had expressed our feelings. Because I feel like there is this energy where everybody's going their own way, but nobody's talking about why, or talking about how painful this situation is. It's just kind of like people walking away. Really, it's a sad energy, but it's a sad energy with hope at the end. You know, I feel like for some of you, you may have been in a almost like a dark tunnel for a while with this situation. It's like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're not sure really if you want to go there or not because this situation has been so painful. So let's see what your soul truth card is. How can I surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. I think that's what this flexible card is saying. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. That's that sense of being in that dark tunnel. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and yet you're not really sure what it is that you're going to see when you come through the tunnel and out into the light. It's about understanding that there is a strong sense of commitment here, and yet having to be flexible enough to allow everybody. I feel like it's having the universe have a little breathing room. I think it's also allowing everybody in this situation to have a little breathing room. It may be that it is some sort of kind of like intervention of some sort where people come together, a few things may be said, you allow people to go process, come back, you may even, be committing this group or whatever to, some type of counseling or family therapy or something like that. Because there's almost this sense of we have to talk and then process, talk and then process. Being flexible. Understanding that this whole situation, I feel like this whole situation is playing out in a very positive way, even though at this time you may not be feeling positive, but there is a lot of positive energy, a lot of healing energy. So if you have been concerned about this, situation, there's a lot of hope here. The star card is our hopes and dreams coming true. But I also get the sense that it's really hard for you to move on without, I feel like you're trying to move on, Cancer, right? But this energy is just coming, it kind of, it could be in the middle of the night. You start thinking about this. What could you do, to help heal this situation? Or, regrets or guilt about your part in it. That everybody's feeling that in this situation. Yeah, but I do want to leave you with this, right? There's an optimistic new beginning, whether it is with this connection or whether it is that you're moving on into a new connection once you close this energy out. It's a lovely energy. All right. Well, Cancer, I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation, all your situations. Please be kind and gentle with yourself as you're going through this. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.